Hello, Nandy. Thanks for sending your swing on the Golf Digest Challenge. My name is Mike Richards. Let's take a look at your swing. I put both angles up that you sent me. I think you have a really good setup position on the right side of the screen. Now the camera angle is not quite perfect on the left, but you look okay. Now let's describe some of your shots for you. From what I can see, if you miss-hit the ball, it's probably going to be a low or a top shot. And if you hit the ball, or when you hit the ball, you don't see a great bit of difference in distance. So what I would do is, the reason I say that is this reason only. When you swing the club back, I think you've got a nice grip and a nice setup. Not a problem here. I'm only going to show you this right position, because this is where all the mistakes I'm seeing need to be corrected. Number one, when you get to the top of your backswing, you do a pretty good job of getting turned back behind the ball. If I can get your left arm a little bit stronger so it doesn't break down. See, right now that club is by far too far back. So I would love to see your left arm become a little bit more extended. Now, I'm not saying it needs to be stiff. It needs to be extended to where you have some width away from your head. Those hands need to be somewhere out into here. Now, because of that, you have to push that club coming back down. Now I want you to watch. It's tough with your black sweater on, but I want you to watch your elbow. See, this elbow right here is bending. So now you are going to hit the top third of that golf ball to almost miss the golf ball, and if you hit it, the ball just has no zip to it. So Nandy, here's how I'd work on this. See how your arms pull into your side? We got to get rid of that. What I would have you do, if you were my student, I would have you swing probably a 8-iron. And I would have you swing a club initially this far back. Right there, to start with. And this left arm you see is nice and extended. Then I would stop your swing here, and I'd make you keep that left arm extended as you bring the hands through to that far. So let's take a look at this. If this is 6 o'clock, this is 5, this is 7, that's 8, and that's 4. I would have you swing an 8-iron, 7-iron, 9-iron from 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock. That's it. And your goal would be keeping this left arm as extended but not stiff as possible. And you should be able to pinch that ball off the ground and do very well with it. I'm going to show you a model that I use a lot, and I want you to see your left arm compared to theirs. Okay, there is your left arm through the strike of the ball. Now let's go ahead and model in here. And I'm going to do 2 models for you. Number 1 is going to be the guy I use. I use Brad Faxon quite a bit. The reason why? I like the width that he gets away from his head. You see his hands? They have a nice degree of angle away from his head. But number 2, and most importantly, what does his left arm look like at the ball? And you see how straight it is. And your arm's bent. He can hit the ground, he can take a divot. You have a hard time taking divots, and if you do, it's a divot prior to contact back here behind the ball and not after the fact. Second model I use, or I'm going to use with you, is Paula Kramer. Again, look at the length of backswing, look at the width, the hands are away from the head, but again, more importantly, what's her left arm look like through the hit? So to break your habit here, Nandy, I'm going to have you make very small swings until I can get this left arm to do a much straighter job at impact. And again, I don't use the word stiff, I mean straighter. Can't be stiff when you hit this ball. I have a very good success rate when I work with beginners. They have never topped the ball, they just learn how to impact the ball properly, and that's all we're talking about. So Nandy, work on that. Good luck. Send me another video if you'd like from this same angle. Let me see your left arm doing a little 8-4 swing. I'd love to see you pinch that ball off that ground a little bit better. Thanks for sending your swing into the Golf Digest Challenge.